Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Living's hard, but dreams are free. You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a over your head, at least. Much obliged.
There's got to be a way to end up quest.
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have, I see. The staff you mentioned is most curious. I had heard pawns face much yet to hear that they are treated as two. Volcanic Island has long been part of, perhaps it would be considered black, or could this simply be a means of testing? I can offer naught. For now, should we succeed, you have my gratitude. 'Tis most valuable.
At last, the score is settled. In the world before this, we failed to incriminate the Queen Regent, you see.
Not bad, all things considered.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
Oh there. Might I beg a favor of you? Many thanks.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I leave.
What ought I do? I'd love to talk with you. May have I'll treat myself to a tipple before...
You're the Arisen, a personage of greatest... I speak of Sir... Your aid is requested as a potential ally, and bear in mind. You have your orders. Read them, and follow them.
We ought not to dawdle when our aid is sorely needed.
Really now?
This must go unpunished.
I knew you'd prevail, Master. Keep on like that and we'll be done soon enough.
Perhaps it was somewhat overdone, but no matter. Listen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Unbelievable! On my way! What? I cannot thank you enough.
Take a moment to recover. Needn't push yourself.
I'd appreciate having another.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
supper. There's no place I'd rather.
Not much going on.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
It's nice to see everyone out and about.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I...
What are you up to?
Seems.
What in the world? There! Master! Harpies!
Each something from our foe.
It's this way.
Time this place.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Apologies. Like.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
Hail.
This can't be how it ends.
What is your business here?
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
And before I forget, look how many women we count among our number.
And are there objections? This ox cart assailed. It is in a dreadful state.
The roads are hardly safe.
We need to shield from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
Venom harpies and their venom are not to be trifled with. One of us has been poisoned. I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Would you accept this by way...
If we're to break it, it shan't be... from this side.
As you say.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Times such as these are what lanterns are for. How's that?
Much obliged. leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
It's a pleasure to serve you, Master. It will be a rude shock for our souls alike.
No harm shall come to you.
Saved again. I'll redeem myself yet.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Follow me then, unless you doubt.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling all—
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir O—
There's no need for theatrics. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern. Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now, two parties past our aid. Which is the more deserving?
Whatever choice you make, I am sure it will be the right one.
Shame. But I suppose that's how it goes. Today's just not my day. Follow after me if you can.
The right to decide is yours alone, Master.
It is pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
I suppose
is too much to ask that we pass through unmolested. You have my protection.
It is in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Understood.
We meet again. Oh, you seem to have fared better than I did. I took the still. So long as he escaped, I'd wagered that. Speaking of, I'll be glad to oblige you, of course. But time to get to work. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern, and my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my turns out, as a sellsword makes for a duller life. Still, you gave me a taste of it earlier though. Been a while. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few... That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit. But Augustin is no fool. He had hit, so I looked into the cart that would be escorting him. Rather, your name was on the... In short, you mark my words. If you'd not have stood a chance against all that, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find... Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot... One thing's for certain. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the arisen... What? Ha! I've no business. Right. Let's press. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. After all, I can't afford to die here. We'll see each other again. You can count on that.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
All done then?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? Ah, yes. I know where we need to go.
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
We have been given a destination. Shall we venture forth?
Here we go again.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
No quarrel here.
With this, my magics are yours to wield.
I shan't let you fall.
The Arisen is in your charge.
The Arisen is covered in blood.
This one's still stacked. A well-placed strike. Gazing strike.
I shall lead the charge.
Through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it. To think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
You've given me much to think about.
Thank you, sir. I've been meaning to thank you.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? We are to share information with the coral snakes to lure out our foe.
Its heart is most vulnerable. That means hitting the snake. Be wary. No, there! The heart is there! Now's our chance!
Success! Our combined might is beyond... What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it. Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
You're welcome to stay a while. You understand how heavy the hand all this world has so few to show for it.
Why don't we have a taste? There's surely no harm in it.
I'd wager your eyes are larger than your stomach.
Aye. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? It is a style, all a patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. Aye, for so long as we are united in our resolve.
That took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Morfanenwen alkawa. Akayal filk arume fa in iter. Rond, etele eldalia. At noon, where? Thin and tight.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
I wish I knew your...
Non li atilmo.
Ronde Minotaur.
Edela Eldalia Nunwe Caril, Kemen Rostin Morvea Kurui. You no Halan Lomemel. I am called My brother taught me to. I learned the words, but others of your but I cannot stay.
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Ayolot Ronde Militar. Intal ne Malentar.
My duty, the Arbaheart. She is nature's. We have always lived, yet a special kind, called once a dwarf. Now, do you know of this if you find any?
You can always depend upon me to
In your tongue, it is...
Now, Scale Cinder is a byproduct of the Batali smithing.
If you see him on...
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself. Few are privy to the goings-on in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Can't put a price on... I'm not interested. Don't bring trouble.
Well, well. What brings you to the smithy? Looking for Scaleson? Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest. Elves and dwarves do. Unless... Listen, I happen all elven fares, bland as... Course, no dwarf, but the fact of the matter is, the mere smell...
So, the blacksmith ought grant us some Gwyfenture in exchange for Nutriarb. Shall we inform Miss Darren of this, Master? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I can't even come back.
The enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Now, fair more fin than Parma.
Over here, if you please.
Have you found... A dwarven black... But elves and dwarves... You believe he will if I... Nutriarb? Are you certain? It is a pungent... But I shall prepare it. If it has... Would you be willing to gather... You won't have to go far to find... I thank you. Bring them to me, and I will...
Oh, rotten fish and apples. My stomach lurches at the very thought. But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same.
It is as you say.
Eldalia mornes elelote and osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair av. Whom? Sinde fir arenka.
Ugh! Now there's a sour stench. Let us deliver these ingredients to Miss Darren and be rid of them. Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't...
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. My people dwell in the... This dish was first... These fish already... Nutriarb is oft served at... I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. It is ready. I fear the dwarven blacks, but I will trust in you. Come, I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not...
Halan Ostolin Tan. Non wende hiro.
Pray, follow me.
So you'll be bringing the elf here, anon? That ought to be interesting. Pleasure doing business with... You're back! And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Well met.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scales. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy?
Yes.
Marvellous. I thought I smelled... Right, follow me. Oh, come on, you two.
Shall we follow Sir Sarah, Master? With any luck, we'll have pockets full of scale cinder before the day is done.
Very well, if I must.
I remember the last polish up my gear. My body's not been giving me for last night's sleep. Guffled.
Extraordinary, is it not? We need only hop on, and we'll be transported somewhere new.
I can foresee no reason not to make use of this.
Would that ox carts were a bit safer. And a bit swifter, too.
Well, we've few other means of transport at our disposal.
Right, here we are. Oi!
What's all this racket? I thought you imbecile.
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought some...
A gift. For you.
Ah! What makes you think I'd be able to... I'm gonna go dispose of this. And I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do?
What you came here for,
Truly?
You'll have to be quick, mind. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition. Anyway, good luck. Best start searching. Brocker might be back.
Oh, I've got some.
Was well worth the effort of breaking it.
I must get as much as I... My heart flutters with... Will the Nutriarch truly be a... None here. I must get as much... My heart flutters. Will the Nutriarch...
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Oh! Are you done? That was quick. Suppose we'll...
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale cinder did you get? Oh, you got much more than me. For now, I must return. I hope you will come visit us again. And I must thank you as well.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brockard...
Now the Arbor Heart is sure to recover, and seeing Miss Darren's cheerful mien made all our labors worthwhile.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
place as any.
Oh, almost forgot.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Well met.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Pray, be at ease, sir. Life in this country can be hard to bear, but I won't. Amazing!
Time to call it a day, methinks.
Fancy a look at my wares?
It's not an encounter I'd foreseen.
What is the meaning of this?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later. The only person I believe in is myself. Spend as 'tis.
Wonder if anyone would know on my head where it will get cut off. Listen to this, cuz. With the our environment, I'll not be locked up in the filthy. Listen to this, cuz. Our environment, I'll not be.
What do you want? You've got the Empress. Suppose the fact you're telling this to me means you're... Where should I tell him to find you? Fear not. I'll arrange...
Everyone's as tired as I am. Right, like getting cut open.
Tis good to be reunited.
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
Oh, it is finished. The result is even more sublime than I'd hoped. I must deliver it to Lord Phaesus at once. Though, mayhap. Now, I cannot leave this in your hands. I may not be fleet of foot, but only I can do this. Wait, I've changed my mind. You take it. Deliver the blade to Lord Phaesus. You ought reach him in time.
Go now. Make haste for Moonglint Tower. There your journey will come to an end, one way or another.
Where to now?
Those recruits don't know Pommel from Pont. It's too quiet here. I'll break it. Must be a chat. The townspeople depend on me.
Whoever's my replacement from front, shoot up the arms.
How might I be of assistance?
My sword arm could use some work.
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something.
Only thing fur's good for is pulling in a scrap.
Both mind and devotion as well I should be.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
I'm in fine.
What to do? What to do?
I'm about ready to fall asleep on
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just... So this is where you were, Master.
I searched high and low for you.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Sir Arisen, I take then the villain behind her, and so must we. Let us begin.
A device of fascinating construction, built to carry freight and people, by the looks of it.
Shall we hop on? We needn't let our feet do all the work.
Might I implore you to play the part of a bandit? I have also employed the aid of a woman resembling her
No, Manella. Your Majesty, should the ruse be discovered too soon, the renegade may flee and escape justice. We must confront them, so that our land and its people may ne'er endure such a—
Understood. Then I shall guard your Majesty with my— We must needs be ready for attack.
It seems you are called upon to act alone, so we pawns shall join your audience. I do hope you play your part well.
I fear I'll make for poor conversation.
We presume that Lord Phaesus may be found in his laboratory.
I suspect the villain will approach under cover of night. Are your preparations concluded? I am glad to hear it. Find a way to loosen the villains.
I am come. Would you—
Haven't you a lantern, Arisen?
Let us not waste time. Indeed. 'Tis the Empress, 'tis by the coral snakes. Go on. That is far enough. You must forgive me. I suspected foul deed. In truth, she cannot die here. Tell me. Tragedy. Consider what a worthy funeral pyre for an Empress.
So this was your aim?
On your knees. We have you, Sir Armhild.
Manella. This little and as for your Majesty, I must say I am disappointed.
We understand what you desire. Perhaps you will ponder this in your solitude.
Sir Ermhild's was a vile plot. I only hope she is the last of it.
We pity Ermhild.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there.
That fool understands naught.
I shall escort Sir Ermhild to her cell.
We pity Ermhild.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more? There! Master!
Avoid flame at any cost. Doused in oil.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
think of it, have you always pursued your current vocation in your service to the Arisen?
Fear not, your fate will be. I grant you Ice's fight.
Let me get that.
I know precisely when a curative is needed.
It's not every day one happens upon a material so rare.
I dare say the quandary of what to do with it is half the joy.
No harm shall come to you.
Of course, it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
I'll hold the enemy in place.
I like that. You pulled that off with nary a hitch. 'Twill be a rude shock for our foe to find you pitched their loot.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
Hesitation bogs you down, but it needn't. Your journey's just begun. Walk it proudly and you'll do just fine.
Of course. And I'll be sure to watch you, that I might learn from the best. Red Wolves are out for our blood!
It's a pleasure to serve you, Master.
It is a fair reward. We cannot complain.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Arisen, I know of at least one location that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Seize the group's arm and bring it crashing down. Care to assist?
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The hour may be growing late, but I'm in no need of a rest just yet.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again. Just the sort of place that's exploring.
What I wouldn't give for a map, particularly one that could tell us where all the treasure lies.
'Tis easily done. What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
got a good feeling about this one.
We were very thorough. Whatever secrets this place held ought to be ours.
Why don't we take a moment to examine our spoils? 'Tis what I look forward to most.
Feel the battle is once to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
I knew it would be so.
No harm shall come to you.
I found. I wanted you to have it.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Is easy enough. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps. So I could show you the way.
You may depend upon me.
Ah, I see you pinched something from our bow. Oh, yeah.
Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
The way forward is unclear. How are we to proceed?
Can I go, Master? I'm almost sure I can make it over there. Shall I assist?
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
elemental magic. My magics are at your disposal.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
You can count on me to keep you safe.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
Master, I just had a thought. Why don't we make use of this torrent?
Ha-ha! I can think of all manner of uses for a contraption such as this. Might we not lay a trap for our enemies? I can't even think straight. Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged.
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought... all my fatigue. Yes, Master? You require assistance?
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
Masterfully done.
Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further.
It is a mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Shall we hop on? We needn't let our feet do all the work.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy. Ah, they mean us harm. How adorable.
That's just what I was thinking.
No harm shall come to you.
It hurts. What's going on? I'm done for. Turn on your focus. Taking the What am I? This is unacceptable. That's it. All they say. Boys! Do you suppose that was fun? Hold it! Let it end. I don't want to think it
Buy a little something, won't you? Many thanks, sir.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Spending so freely offers a unique sort of joy. Let's keep our noses to the grindstone, that we might do it again. And soon.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'twant so far away.
Arisen? I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Look here! Water is seeping through the cracks.
I cannot abandon my post.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. It is a golem!
Feast your eyes on this!
Do you mean to leave us here?
Lay down your arms.
You can count upon my aid.
If no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have no choice but to obey. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
A device of fascinating construction, built to carry freight and people, by the looks of it.
Shall we hop on? We needn't let our feet do all the work.
Come on, don't drag this out.
The sun's light has grown dim.
Ears pricked. 'Twill be difficult to pinpoint distant foes by sight alone. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
Come on, don't drag this out.
Look! Oxen! How tranquil.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
Look out! Knackers!
My magics are at your disposal.
Times must be tedious if you've resorted to challenging beasts to bouts.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Go away. Hold. Just a moment. Lest we extinguish our lanterns before we take another step. Yon foe will be upon us in moments if it sees the light. It is a pleasure to serve you, Master.
Shall soon be vanquished.
Rally! One good push might be all we need.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Challenge if ever I saw one. This will be over in moments.
You don't say. Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Frostbite, give our foes a chill.
wait to find a new weapon.
What is the matter with you? We are under attack.
On my way. My badges are at your disposal. The night sky is a balm to the battle-weary heart.
I suppose 'tis so. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Succubi arisen! You seem to have been chilled. Are you alright?
Apologies, Master, but
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night? I can scarce keep my eyes open.
isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not. Cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward.
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
No quarrel here.
No harm shall come to you. was a glorious success. Would that we might always be so in step, eh? I cannot thank you enough.
Take a moment to recover. Needn't push yourself. Oh, you don't see that every day. I imagine my master would faint were I to return beyond the rift with it.
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
fortune than looking up. All the more so if we sell this newfound prize.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
Was a greater haul than I'd hoped, but it's only made me eager to find more treasure.
We ought to savour our good fortune. Not every location will yield such a bounty. Not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
Very well. One must.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid! Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend! Open your eyes! Our little band has come to feel like a family.
It is not without cause that we are called nomads. No matter how far we might stray, we can always find each other again. Shall have themselves a roast dinner.
These writings could be of import.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Thank you, Arisen.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Drop all your valuables, and I might just let you live.
No harm shall come to you.
Mightn't we go elsewhere? I expect there's little left to discover here.
No experience is entirely without value, but it is difficult to summon the enthusiasm when it repeats over much. This place is like a maze, how it loops back on itself. One could easily miss its secrets.
We mustn't lead the Arisen astray. Let us be mindful of our surroundings. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
What's your problem?
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. This narrow path would not be my first choice. Is there no way around it?
We ought to hasten our steps, lest we find ourselves trapped. Materials are more coveted than this. It makes all our efforts worthwhile.
I dare say the quandary of what to do with it is half the joy.
You keep your love, and I take the rest. Just give up. It only ends one way.
You think the last lot, that we're not to be trifled with.
If we must. Let us finish this quickly.
Fear not, 'tis well in hand. But of course, Arisen, you may depend upon me.
My protection.
Did you fall in a puddle? You're positively soaked. I'll be needing a tall mug of ale to recover from that blow.
With this, my magics are yours to wield!
I'm sure I'm very sorry. You're an old man. Ah, 'tis you. Thought I recognized you. My thanks.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Tom, how adorable.
I knew it to be so. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. 'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Arisen.
Watch out for the knackers, Master!
You are mighty indeed, Arisen. I cannot thank you enough.
Remember, knowing your limits does not make you weak.
My thanks. I'll not let a good...
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
The moment is just another opportunity to improve. Bitter glares dog our steps wherever we tread here in Batal. 'Tis clear its people hold no love for we pawns.
Let no hardship keep us from our charge.
Well met.
I thank you for your patron.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with.
Take each day as it comes, I say. Can you help me out, cuz? No? Suppose I'll just have to try.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. We've heard a lot about this Lord Fate. Ah, how I've longed to embrace. Ah, 'tis a relief to be home.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Shall we get underway?